In this video, I'm going to tell you how you can get the best quality pictures with an iPad photo booth. We're not talking a DSLR with an iPad. We're talking solely just an iPad inside of a photo booth with the ring light. Number one, lighting conditions is the most important thing. Many people think it's the actual iPad itself that is like the determining factor if your photos are going to look amazing. It's really the lighting. I would rather have an older iPad with a smaller megapixel camera with great lighting than the newest iPad with poor lighting, because the sensors on the front-facing cameras of these iPads are tiny. You have to remember, right? Like, the iPad's not a photography device, it's a tablet. So lighting is important. I always tell people you're better off having the ring light cranked all the way high and having people maybe from time to time say, oh, it's so bright, than to have lower lighting. Lighting is so important. So extra light, do you need it? Not necessarily, because the second thing I'm going to tell you is distance. So if you have your ring light on your iPad photo booth full blast, the objective is not to have your photo booth more than 5 feet away from the backdrop. The more that photo booth moves back past the 5 feet range, the less effective the lighting is. And sometimes it's useless, right? If you have your iPad booth 10 feet back, that ring light's doing nothing. It's useless. So if you're going to move it back, add extra lights. I'd recommend maybe 2 of those LED light wands on the side, but like pushed forward. But again, like, my argument to my clients, right, when we're doing our photo booth rentals is I tell them, like, this is the sweet spot for lighting. And if they say, well, we want it further back, I'll say we can, but the lighting's gonna look bad. Also, that's the essence of a photo booth. You know, the first ever photo booth, right? Let's bring it back to 1925 in New York. It's a box. You have to literally cram in, and that's like the experience. That's the fun. So that's very important. Another thing you can do, right? If you're going to be at your events and you want to get like the best well-lit photo, the sharpest, do manual camera settings. So for my LumaBooth users, right? You go to the camera settings option in LumaBooth, turn on the settings, and then just learn photography, right? There's not like one set of settings that I can tell you that'll work for every event, because it really does change, right? There's not just one setting. So you learn photography. That's a really, really, really important point to for me to make. Another way to get the best quality photos, this is probably a silly point, but it's happened to me. Make sure that the lens on the front-facing camera of your iPad is clean. If you're touching it while you're setting it up, or if somebody actually puts their finger on it, a little bit of like finger oils will be all over the lens, and all of your images will look soft. Now we can talk iPads, because, you know, it does matter. I don't want to make it seem like the camera that you're using on your iPad doesn't matter. It does. Me personally, I still have older iPads, but if you want like something with the best resolution, look for the 12 megapixel front-facing cameras. There's rumors that Apple is going to be coming out with 24 megapixel front-facing cameras, but to be honest, I don't think it's going to be like a complete game changer like other people think. I still have some iPads that I use for my rental business that are 5 megapixels, because again, you know, we're taking photos from a photo booth. It's not like we're expanding it to put it on a billboard or anything, right? Like, we're just literally taking photos, minimizing it to fit like multiple photos on a strip. But it does matter, right? If you're comparing like the first ever iPad to the ones that are coming out this year, like, there is a difference. But like, again, lighting is way more important than that. Some other tips and tricks that you can use to like get better photos is, for the iPad, like, shadows are really hard to deal with. So like, one thing I tell like the people I mentor is have the guests take a step forward away from the backdrop, because if they're really close to the backdrop, you're going to notice like an outline around them, and it's really hard to get rid of those unless you're adding like extra light. But like, if they move forward, it makes a big difference. So like, here's a photo of somebody standing really close to the backdrop. You can kind of see what shadows I'm talking about. And here's a photo where we had someone take a step forward. A lot less noticeable. This next tip is going to seem a little silly, but if you tell the people using the booth to stand still while it's taking the photos, they'll come out a lot better. If you've ever taken a photo and someone's moving really quick while it's being taken, you will notice it's not quite sharp. Another tip and trick is try to be indoors. If you're indoors, right, roof over your head, you're in control of the lighting. I know a lot of people think being in a dark room is actually bad, but it's better. I would rather be in a dark room than outside dealing with shadows, and it's just kind of messy. So thank you for watching this video, and make sure to follow us wherever you're watching this, and go to photobooth101.com to get the best iPad photo booths in the game. photobooth101.com. Thanks for watching. God bless. I'll see you soon.